And some items and rewards can be obtained repeatedly under certain conditions. Yeah, guys, that's coming in hot Monday. We got some good news and we got some bad news. Heads up, hunters, hotfix patch version 1.05 is planned to go live on all platforms on the 10th of March. That's Monday, most likely at 4 o'clock in the morning was when they kind of did the last update. Not only that, they have plan fix details that can be found here. Now, in those very same details, Capcom has listed currently known issues that they are still working on fixing, issues that will be fixed in this specific patch, and also things that they've already fixed and addressed and stuff. The good news is they're being very transparent. An update is coming, and that's always great. The bad news is, seems like that farm, that crazy night flower pollen farm that we've been doing and we made videos on, I think that is going to be going away on Monday. At least if we read through the patch notes, it kind of sounds like that. So if you guys haven't yet, feel free to check it out down below. We made a video talking about it. It is completely optional. You don't have to do it. So by all means, play however you guys want. But at least as it looks like right now, that might be going away on Monday. So hey, if you want, take full advantage of it while you still can. So guys, only 38% of you guys that currently watch and love the videos are subscribed. Help raise that number even higher. Let's hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these updates. Keeping you all informed throughout the weekend, which looks like for quite a few people is going to be a weekend filled with night pollen. So again, I'll be linking that video down below. So currently known issues as of March 7th that are still being worked on. Network error occurs when firing an SOS flare after a quest begins, which is pretty damn annoying. I've had that happen to myself a couple times. Link members are not prioritized over other players and may not appear in some places during or including base camps, which is interesting. I feel like for the sense of immersion's sake, I would like to see people that are in my link party appearing in a hub that I'm around as well. So I'm glad that that's being looked into. Palico's attacks with blunt weapons don't inflict stun and exhaust damages. For those that are using that particular setup, that is something that is, no, you are not crazy. It is not working, and they're looking into fixing that. Hunter profile can't be edited properly on some occasions. Tiffany Lockhart is probably going to kill me, but I still haven't updated my Hunter profile. Sorry, Tiffany. And now in this current patch, we have some stuff to talk about here, guys. The meal invitation event at Azuz and Sil does not occur on some occasions. That's going to be fixed, but there's some pretty major things as we read through it. An issue occurring when using equipment loadout, causing decorations to be removed from the equipment. Yeah. Bowgun customization being reverted back to default and kid sex reverting to the initial rarity. That's mind-numbing. I could only imagine for those players using those weapons to have to deal with that on a regular basis. So I'm glad that's going to be fixed on Monday. And another one, when cutting off monster parts, the parts change into a monster part from a different monster. I haven't seen that happen myself, but I can already tell. I can tell how annoying that technically would be. So you cut off an Arcvel tail and all you need is the tail. You go and you try to carve it and it's a Chotacabra piece. Has that happened to anybody? Please comment down below. Gravios does not gain resistance to flinches after breaking its parts. I never noticed that. Although I fought him a couple times, he did feel pretty easy and kind of one of those enemies that were perpetually being stun locked. I'm a Gunlance player myself, and I just felt like Gravios was not doing a whole lot against me whenever I fought him. So it seems like there was an issue with his flinching not gaining any more resistance as you continue to hit him. There's also an issue that may cause crashes or some monsters to act strangely under certain conditions. Crash fixes in general, I'm happy for. I need more of those. We want more of those, of course. Some skills are unintentionally activated under certain conditions. I kind of hope that doesn't mess with the perfect guard, or is it guard up skill. There is a guard up skill where it does read that if you perfect guard, like I'm a Gunlance user, if you perfect guard, you'll gain a buff for your attacks. However, sometimes I've noticed that if you're just straight up just holding R2 and guarding an attack, it'll still activate the buff. So I kind of hope that doesn't address that, because I thought that was a design choice. But the skill, the decoration itself does say specifically this is for perfect guarding, which I have noticed it turns on even when you're not perfect guard. And some items and rewards can be obtained repeatedly under certain conditions. Yeah, guys, that's coming in hot Monday. So if I were you, I would take full advantage of that night pollen as soon as possible. If you haven't yet, again, completely optional. You don't have to do it, but we made a video on how to do it. I'll be linking it down below. Pretty easy, straightforward, and a very streamlined method. There is another thing that I kind of hope they don't specifically tweak, but like if you queue up the Ray Dow quest where lightning is striking all over and there's the giant great thunder bugs, I think they're flying around. If you use a net on that, you actually end up automatically turning it into a shock trap, which is very convenient and really awesome. I'll show you guys how to do that in a video though in the future, but it's a pretty cool, it's a cool way to farm that if you don't want to spend a whole lot of time focusing on grabbing those. Now, when trying to catch a fish with a capture net, the fishes nearby don't swim away from the fishing spot. That's kind of making it easy to start fishing, I would imagine. There's some environmental features such as floating rubbles can be activated multiple times. An issue where main mission chapter 5.1 omens cannot be progressed. Damn, that sucks. Like for people that are stuck on that just seemingly can't get over that, I can already see how frustrating that is. And Palico's support move, attract vigor wasps, may cause the hunter to be unresponsive to some controls. I didn't even know that was happening. I wonder, so the Palico can actually mess us up inadvertently by trying to help us out and borking our controls. That's kind of annoying. There's also when scrolling through the quest list, only the first 20 quests are being shown correctly. I haven't noticed that. I do feel like sometimes the orders of some quests feel a little different, like maybe they're appearing in different locations. I thought that was supposed to happen. I wonder if that is exactly what they're talking about. I'm not sure, but this I think is the most important thing right here. And it makes a lot of sense whether you're on PC or whether this being an issue on console. I'm not too sure, but this actually explains a whole lot. So there's an issue right now which may cause the game to forcefully shut down when you're starting up a game with the save data that had encountered a force quit. This means if you're playing Monster Hunter Wilds and you are trying to turn off the game, you go ahead into your task manager or you alt F4 out of the game, which I do often. I go into task manager and I end my game that way because I'm using Optiscaler, and Optiscaler kind of sometimes doesn't close the game out. You got to close it out with the task manager. You do that and it saves your data, and now when you try to load it up, it will just force shut down the game, causing it to not boot up. So this actually might resolve a big issue for a lot of people, and I highly recommend those that are experiencing this, when you try to boot up the game, whether you're on Steam or console, and then it just like force shuts down as soon as you boot it up, check and see if you force down your game and then you boot it up, is that when you're getting that crash to happen? That seemingly is being fixed on Monday. So there is that. And then there's also this list here, which is all the issues that have currently been addressed so far when it comes to Monster Hunter. I do like these changes. It's going to be interesting seeing how this one actually plays out. Some items and rewards can be attained repeatedly under certain conditions. I wonder if that means specifically quest items, not necessarily things that you are... Actually, no, that kind of doesn't make sense. Under certain conditions, under the full moon conditions for the flower, and then the full moon can be manipulated with the Balahara quest. So I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that the night flower pollen method is going away on Monday? And I personally, I don't care for it too much. I'm already high rank level 79. I'm close to 80. So I've done a decent amount of decoration grinding, like legit ways. I was just doing this a couple times so I could try to farm a combination of like artillery 3 and magazine or something like that. I did get a couple magazines, but not for the follow-up skill that I needed. But that's Monster Hunter's latest update. Now, of course, with Monster Hunter getting an update, for those of you guys that are playing on PC, if you followed our previous modding tutorials, you might even be running into this issue right now. But anytime that Capcom updates Monster Hunter Wilds, if you're using RE Framework, if you're using mods that use and require RE Framework, you need to download the new update. It actually was updated yesterday afternoon, where they said the GitHub developer nightly build has been fixed. It fixes an incompatibility issue with DLSS frame generation that was causing flickering, potential crashes, and potential performance issues, which I actually did experience. I wasn't getting crashes or anything like that, but I was getting the flickering of the image when I was specifically in-game looking at the armor menu from Gemma. The whole screen would flicker every now and then. It wasn't constant. It was happening like every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds. It was kind of random, but it seems like this update for RE Framework fixed that. I already downloaded and installed it. If you guys want to know how to do that, very easy. Follow our previous videos. We have a bunch of guides already talking about DLSS, frame gen, and all that stuff. So get you all squared away. That's what you can expect. But remember, on Monday, if Capcom is updating this at 4 a.m., you can expect the RE Framework team to be having it updated by 7 a.m. They actually did that exactly right here. During the last update, they updated the game around 4 o'clock in the morning on March 4th, but they uploaded this by 7 a.m. So at about a 3-hour window, they were able to get this fixed and updated for you at a time where most people are probably sleeping. So keep that in mind. Anytime Monster Hunter Wilds does update, if you are running any mods, if you're running RE Framework, specifically RE Framework, which you need to run mods, you need to update it either from the GitHub page or the Nexus mod page. If you guys still have been waiting to see if Monster Hunter Wilds is worth your money, don't worry, we're going to save you some more money with Instant Gaming. Shout out to our sponsor, Instant Gaming, for hooking us up with this amazing discount. $59 for the standard edition. This is a Steam code that you'll be getting. You could also get the premium deluxe edition for $91 if you wanted to, or the deluxe edition for $76, saving a hell of a lot of money, almost $22 on average compared to buying it on Steam. So if you guys haven't yet, check out those links down below and enjoy those discounts. I want performance changes to come sooner than later. I mean, I feel like performance-wise, the mods and the changes and stuff that we've done in the previous videos are already doing pretty good for the game. I would prefer something official, of course, but more so than anything, I do want the visual quality to be improved on a lot, because performance, I feel like it's gotten to a decent spot with these mods, but still the visual quality of the game, there are some really disappointing elements to how they handle the smoothness, or I should say the sharpness, when it comes to the character models and things within the background. The game is just unoptimized in the most interesting situations, I would say. So I'm hoping that we can get this rectified and fixed and properly looking like a game that's supposed to be in this generation. I mean, I'm having a fun time with Wilds. Playing it with teammates and playing it with you guys has been an awesome journey. And I'm looking forward to more. I just want the game to be fixed, running good, and fine-tuned for the long run. Because, I mean, it is breaking crazy records right now on Steam, and I want to see it to keep happening. Like, these Steam charts are actually fucking insane. For it to be 1.4 million basically concurrent on Steam at one point, yes, 7 days ago, but still within a 24-hour span, we're seeing close to 1 million people still actively playing this game on Steam alone. I know the player base is bigger on PlayStation and stuff, but this is pretty cool, man. And I kind of like, you know, major W for Capcom, but we do got to get those performance fixes properly allocated to the game, so you can see these reviews properly being reflected in a more positive light. Because I won't lie, it is kind of negative, because not everybody's gonna have a rig like mine, not everybody's gonna have access to these mods to fix their game. So you can only imagine it's just a frustrating experience for those that spent the money and time and are just playing this game and aren't really seeing any benefits to it. So I totally get it, guys. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Monster Hunter Wilds videos, news, guides, and updates are on the way. Don't want to miss them. I'm BltzZ, and thanks for watching.